You aren't gonna believe what producer Abigail found yesterday after the show. When I mentioned being a mailbox for Halloween, Jennifer Garner was legit a USPS mailbox for Halloween last year. You know that I'm obsessed with her. Listen, my cinnamon roll radar is never off. Once again, we have no choice but to stan such a sweet and pure person. Kim Kardashian's best friend, Food God, got held at gunpoint. Now he's holding Mayor De Blasio responsible. HBO Max is coming out with a new abortion buddy comedy. Ben Shapiro took the Myers-Briggs personality test, so naturally I had to too. And this story saves the day. Literally. Jesus talk. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Kim K's BFF Jonathan Shaban, aka Food God, was robbed at gunpoint with his mom last week in New Jersey. Now he's selling his NYC apartment because he wants out immediately and is absolutely dragging Mayor De Blasio in the process. To be honest with you, this is my favorite story of the day. But you know hardly anyone will talk about this story because of who Jonathan is calling out.
Why are you giving me the secret signal to shut up?
Jonathan and his mom were out when the suspect whipped out a silver semi-automatic handgun and pointed it at them before stealing his $250,000 watch. At one point, the gun was actually on his mom's head. So understandably, now he's saying, screw this, I'm out, dude. It's way too traumatic to be here in NYC any longer, for one, and two, it's not even New York anymore. He said daytime, nighttime, afternoon, midtown, uptown, downtown. The mayor has destroyed the city. It's depressing. It's scary. I was on edge before, but now I'm even more on edge, obviously. Jonathan continued saying, I'm just confused as to how they're allowing this to happen. I just cannot believe New Yorkers would vote for this idiot 2 times.
Great question.
Mayor De Blasio could be the worst mayor in America. Could be. He blew off a New Yorker begging him to reopen the city because his business is horribly suffering and they're drowning financially. This man in Chinatown pleads with Mayor Bill and is just completely blown off by the guy. De Blasio walks away.
We need help. We need more confidence. Our merchants need more confidence.
The city is a complete disaster. Just the other night, there were 3 dead and 23 shot in 20 separate shootings overnight, according to ABC7 New York. And even worse, he's forcing taxpayers to foot the bill for luxury hotels accommodating 13,000 homeless people, which costs $2 million a night. No holla.
Always money in the banana stand.
He's attempted to cancel a special 9/11 memorial event the other day, even though he committed to letting the VMAs be hosted there live. And we can't forget that he let Antifa destroy Manhattan and nobody said boo.
It's boarded up. Look, they don't want to show this to you people.
According to the Wall Street Journal, shootings in New York City are up 76% this year compared to last. I'm sure all the inmates De Blasio let out of jail because of Corona has nothing to do with it, or the recent decision to remove $1 billion in funding from the NYPD.
You must be so embarrassed!
One small request. When we all do our mass exodus from the liberal-run cities across the country, can we go somewhere cute to live, like the Barbie Mansion in Malibu? It's only $60 a night right now. Let's freaking go!
I'm a Barbie girl in the Barbie world.
Oh my gosh, remember movies?
A hot dog is singing. You need quiet while a hot dog is singing?
This is some really good feel-good news. Will Smith and Kevin Hart are going to star in a remake of the 1987 comedy Planes, Trains, and Automobiles that originally starred Steve Martin and John Candy.
I've been wearing the same underwear since Tuesday.
If you've never seen the original movie, do yourself a favor, stream it immediately because it's so iconic and also hysterical. It's about these 2 guys who don't get along at all. Steve Martin's character is a control freak and he's trying to get home to Chicago for Thanksgiving with his wife and kids. Well, his flight gets rerouted to Kansas because of this freak snowstorm, and everything snowballs from there. See what I did there? To make matters worse, he's forced to travel with John Candy's character, who he thinks is super annoying.
Oh, that feels good. Oh, God, I'm telling you. My dogs are barking today. That feels better.
I think Kevin Hart and Will Smith are perfect for this. I haven't been this excited for a movie in a long time. When this comes out, whenever that is, we should get all the CUTEservative subgroups in every state to go out and see it, and then we can see it together, but apart. You know what I mean?
To us, and those who want to be us.
Okay, that was the good movie. Now for the bad one.
Oh, no.
HBO Max is coming out with an abortion buddy comedy called Unpregnant. Yep. It's gross just saying it.
I don't think that this is what you really want.
It's my life, it's my choice.
The movie is based off a novel with the same name, and left-leaning feminists are ecstatic because they say this finally paints abortion fairly and safely.
That's a lie.
Well, abortion isn't safe at all, and I talked about this a couple weeks ago in the Kanye abortion episode. That's what that entire episode was about. But women are dying today because of so-called safe legal abortions. The admitted death rate from second and third trimester abortions is only slightly lower than deaths due to car accidents. Unsafe practices run rampant in the abortion industry. They've been caught hiring and using unlicensed physicians or physicians who have lost their licenses. And the incredible fact is that in some states, an abortionist doesn't even have to be a physician. If this kind of thing happened in any other industry, they would be completely destroyed and disbanded. But abortion is totally protected by the courts and by the media. The back alley abortion doctors that pro-abortion people talk about are still in practice, only now they're tax exempt and government subsidized.
Take it, sleazy. And I'm out.
Ben Shapiro took the Myers-Briggs 16 personalities test, and I've never been so excited to see what someone's results would be.
Okay, let's see, guys.
The architect, INTJ. Wow.
You knew it.
Okay, everybody in the room is like, called it.
And of course, everything his staff said about him was dead accurate. So I took the quiz, and I got ENTP, the debater, and I told producer Abigail to do some producing and secure us a real scientist to see if my results really fit me. Let's see who it is. Isabel Brown, you're a cute scientist?
I am the cute scientist of Turning Point USA, but I do have to preface this by saying I'm a biomedical scientist. I'm not like a personality scientist, but it's okay, I know you pretty well anyway, so we'll analyze this.
It'll work.
Okay, Alex, so here's your results. You are the debater. You love having the chance to exercise quick wit, and you love to play the ultimate devil's advocate. That's about right. Debater personalities really love to brainstorm and think big. I mean, look at this set. That's pretty obvious, but they will always avoid getting caught doing the grunt work.
That is very...
That's not
What?
true. Yeah, but then you have to micromanage everything. You have to worry about the post, you have to worry about the story, you have to worry about the spelling.
But I don't want to do it.
She wants to delegate it.
Yes, I want to have control over the situation, but I want to like delegate and be like, okay, can you do this, you do this, you do this?
You don't do that though, you do all of it.
Okay, so maybe we're
okay,
wrong.
so they say
in
that's
the
not true.
workplace.
They say that part isn't true. Okay, so see, this is what I think is interesting. Which ones fit and which ones don't.
Okay, here's a little bit of science for you. We know Alex is one of a kind, really, and that comes out in her personality as well. There's only 3% of the population that are actually debaters. Does that surprise you?
I'm special.
She loves to have original ideas and then step back and let more numerous personalities handle all of those logistics. Although the POPlitics team is telling us that she doesn't actually let them handle all of the logistics. What do you guys think?
I didn't read anything about being a control freak in here, but I guess that must be my exception. Okay, so the question is, CUTEservatives, is this the personality type that you would have guessed that I would have gotten? And then the other question is, okay, everybody in the room, was this mostly accurate for me or no?
That's kind of 50-50.
50-50? This is crap. I'm calling this crap. Okay, thank you, Isabel.
Thank you.
A bold personality.
Kanye West says that he has a vision for a Christian version of TikTok that's more family and kid friendly called Jesus Talk.
Jesus is the bread.
Gen Z be like, I only want on the app if they have songs like this.
Yes, the Lord's in the house. I'm a Jesus freak. 7 days a week. Worship and praise and make my sinning game weak.
Millennials be like, I only want on the app if they have songs like this. And as soon as we see anyone on the app acting ungodly, this gon' be us.
Get out. She's tampering in dark-sided stuff.
Get out! You guys killed it with the Q&A segment name suggestions yesterday. I've narrowed it down to my top 4 favorites, okay? Cinemondays, Q&A, Pop the Question, and Pop Quiz. So you gotta help me pick one of those now in the comments today, and then next Monday we'll announce the winner. When I do the segment, you'll know which name we picked. And keep DMing any questions you have for me to answer throughout the week. They're seriously great. We've been taking notes of all the ones that we really like. You may not know this, but POPlitics is on all the major podcast platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Search, just type in POPlitics on the app, leave us a 5-star review, and don't forget to like this episode, leave a comment, and share it to your stories. We're back tomorrow at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific. It's pop culture without the propaganda every single day. I'm Alex Clark, and this is POPlitics. Click below to watch yesterday's episode. Please subscribe, thumbs up, share this video, and ring the bell for notifications so you never miss the conservative. And make sure you're following this show at POPlitics on Instagram for even more CUTEservative content.